straight. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up in
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Landry. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tanner Muse in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Back to the running game with Jacobs. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This is brought in by Gibson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Loss on the play. Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. 67 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
5-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Jackson will throw again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To number 81.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got Miller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sanders for the extra
from 10 yards out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next is Washington 21, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
39-yard line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot, maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he's able to put it through.
Washington 28, Seahawks 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Washington 28, Seahawks 14. Matt Gay set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to it, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
28.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
57 the mark. Watch the pass.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys going to football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady, he's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady now on 1st down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 24, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Today's finals, Washington.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.